to prepare the financial statements based on the on a trial balance. The first of these videos will be about the cost of sales and how you calculate the gross profit. So if you go for the statement of profit and loss, which I am showing right now, you can see that the first line reads the gross profit. And for the gross profit, you need the revenue and you need the cost of sales. So let's go to the trial balance and try to find where you can find the revenue. As you can see, go to the trial balance and you can try to see the revenue. And you can see that the revenue, which is the same as the sales, is 24,575. So this is the number that I simply copy and put in the document here. As you can see, I can put it here. I'm going to put it on the left column. Okay. So, and then I'm going to put the cost of sales on the right column. Okay, just for convention, that doesn't matter at all, right? So you have the revenue now. The revenue are the sales. Now I need to calculate the cost of sales. Let me explain you how accounting works and what is the cost of sales, of goods sold. So imagine, and this is done for the year. Well, let's imagine we're going to do it for one day. Imagine that we are just selling bread. We're selling bread loaves. So that's all we do. Then we start with an opening inventory. That means how many loaves we had from the day before. Imagine we had 2 loaves. Okay, or 2 rolls, as you prefer, 2 rolls of bread. We have 2 rolls of bread. Then let's actually put it here. Okay, you have 2 rolls of bread, which I'm going to put here. 2 rolls of bread. That is your, what we call opening inventory. Your opening inventory, that means how much did you have at the beginning? You have 2 loaves of bread. I can put 2 loaves of bread, but in the case of accounting, it's money. So we start with 2 pounds out of inventory. But it's better if we understand that with a simple example of loaves of bread. Then we bought some loaves of bread at the beginning of the day because we thought that we were going to need them for the day because we're going to sell bread. And we bought 4. At the end of the day, we end up having 1 loaf of bread. The question is, how many loaves did we use? This is what we call the cost of sales. The cost of sales is exactly what we used, not what was left, not what we had before. So the cost of sales tells us that if we started with 2, so we had 2, we got 4, so we may have started the day with 6. At the end of the day, we had 1 remaining. How many loaves we use? You get it right. We have used 5. The 2 that we had at the beginning, or hopefully you used the old ones first. Then you bought 4 and you were left with 1. Then the cost of sales is 5. Then how you calculate the cost of sales? Well, exactly in the same way. So the cost of sales is the opening inventory plus the purchases minus the closing inventory. I repeat, it is the opening inventory, which is this value that I'm going to put here, plus the purchases, which is the value that I'm going to put here, minus the closing inventory, that is the value that is going to put here. So I need the opening inventory, and I go to the trial balance, and I try to find my opening inventory, which is 720. So I put 720 here. I can just copy and paste, which is the best approach. 720 minus the purchases, 10 to 10, minus the closing inventory, which I have it here as 810. Okay, I'm not going to explain bookkeeping, so it appears twice for a reason, but I'm going just to put the closing inventory here. Then you can see that the cost of sales is the opening inventory plus the purchases minus the closing inventory, which is this value here, which is 10,120. And your gross profit is simply your revenue minus the cost of sales, which is 14,455. That is the gross profit. Is it good? Is it bad? We would not know until we calculate what we call the gross profit margin. What is the gross profit margin? First, a margin is the value of the revenue. So it's the minus the cost of sales give you the gross profit. So the gross profit margin is this value here equal this value here divided by this value here. And then you just click on the percentage and give me 59%, because I need 1 decimal point. I'm going to put is 58.8%. This is what really interests me. Depending on the industry, this is what we call a benchmark to compare whether we are doing well in this particular industry. And that is how you calculate the gross profit and the gross profit margin. Thank you very much.